All right, we're back. Just to reiterate, I talked to the guys beforehand. I forgot to give them access to the alchemy jug, which you can see here. Oh, it's lovely. And also, I also forgot to award experience for their time in the jungle before getting to Omu. If everybody adds to their character sheets, 2,500 experience. That is how much you guys have gained on your way here. And lastly, Lucian kindly reminded me that Musharib would have poison resistance being a dwarf. So he actually isn't as dire as he previously seemed. He's still quite hurt, but, he's a bit more resilient than that.
He's not quite as revenant looking.
No. And with that, it is now his turn. And I just realized something else. He needs to make a con save for his Hunter's Mark. Something's going screwy with my... Okay, cool. Yep, I'll say that he passes that. And he's going to make a quick attack with his skull bash, trying valiantly to bash in the skull of this Yuan Ti. He does hit, and he does a total of 12 damage. This Yuan Ti is not looking so good either. Looking quite damaged as he has sustained 3 aggressive attacks from the small dwarf. But it is now their turn, and this Yuan Ti is going to slither over to here and slither down. And he's going to try to constrict the wizard from behind. Does a 15 hit, Lucian?
Let me check. With my armor, I'm at a 15, but with my arcane deflection,
Bumping it up to 7.
I can use my reaction to gain a +2 bonus to my AC. So now I'm at a 17.
Lovely. All right, and then he's going to try and bite you. Oh! Damn.
Ow.
That one hurt. Yeah, you take a total of 14, 21 damage. And make sure you mark off your temp hit points first. And could I get a Constitution saving throw, DC 10, for your breath attack?
Yeah, con save. That would be this one. Oh, missed.
It's gone. And then the one above you will also again try to constrict you. Misses with a 14. Tries to bite as well. Misses with another 14. But you do see Lucian Vanguard take quite a bit of damage. I feel like a fool. I have not included Orvex in any of this. He's been...
I just figured he was a coward.
Yeah, he's been...
Dusty Scholar hiding under bodies.
Alright, he spent the first 2 turns cowering in fear, but seeing you guys fight back aggressively, now he'll decide to act. But,
Get in the game, man! Get in the
game! Yeah. So this Snake Hands one is going to, again, try to do a Snake Hand bite against each of you. First against Corridin, then against Olo. The one against Olo will have disadvantage, but it misses. And
I'm going to go ahead and take my reaction and try giving me a old stab in the face.
Go for it.
I like your reaction.
Not as good as I had hoped. Mm-hmm. That's 1.
And that is unfortunate. Alright, this UNT here is still stunned, and I believe they don't get a save, do they, Boone?
No, for hypnotic.
Not at all.
Not until somebody hits them.
Alright,
And that'll shake them out.
Yep. Alright, so Orvex is going to take 2 more bite attacks. And he's only going to suffer the second bite attack, taking a total of 7 damage, thanks to his poison resistance.
You mean Mushroob?
Yeah, Mushroob, sorry, who did I say?
Orvax was just double checking.
No, that's a fair call. But he does lose his Hunter's Mark. And the last one up top is going to try to make Olo. Could you make a wisdom saving throw, please, as he casts Suggestion on you and says, "You should leave and hide in your shell." But as he finishes what he's saying in his very hissy voice, you just completely ignore it.
You should get down here and die.
At which point he's going to back away and you do not see him anymore. And that was everyone. Olo, you're up.
Alright, I am going to cast Booming Blade upon my big old hammer and drop the boom hammer on this guy right in front.
Go for it.
If a 15 hits...
15 does hit, yes.
Alright, then that is 12 damage, half of which is thunder.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my War Cleric ability to hit him again.
Go for it.
Which is a 14 to hit.
Yep. He takes the full 7.
Yep, additional 7 hit, and then I will use my Halo of Spores to cough violently in his face and float some of my mayonnaise grown power send him.
Your mayonnaise grown power. Go for it.
It's an aioli attack.
Aioli. Alright, that hits him quite hard. Elian, you're on deck. What's the plan?
I'm going to take a shot at the one between Vanguard and the Moose.
Mm-hmm. You hit. And an arrow flies, hits him in his snake tail.
All right, and then Chicken's going to go in and do 2 attacks against him.
Go, Chicken!
And he should get pack attack because it's within 5 of a ally.
He does
Now
get
the
pack
real
attack.
fight has begun. It's not a fight till Chicken's on the field.
That is a hit. You see him leap up and do a bite and a flurry of claw attacks.
Chicken's mad. You know, these guys pissed him off.
Oh, you didn't let him attack for the first 2 turns, so he got a bit disheartened.
He's warming up.
2
Doing
very
his freaking
violent,
stretches.
damaging attacks as this UNT is looking pretty hurt. Are you moving anywhere, Elian?
I am going to stay where I am at for now.
Corridon, you're up.
All right. Cardin's going to step up. And I believe this dude is incapacitated, right?
The guy to your north in the green is incapacitated.
So is that an auto? That's an auto crit if I hit him.
I'm not sure. Let me look at that spell. Hypnotic pattern. It becomes charmed. While charmed, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. Now, let me look at conditions.
I think incapacitated grants that much.
It's paralyzed grants that, not incapacitated.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Do you get advantage though?
You would definitely get advantage on the attack. Yeah, incapacitated. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. Doesn't say advantage, huh? That's surprising. I thought it did. So yeah, all it can do is nothing. So it can't do anything.
All right. That being the case, I'm gonna stay. Is it all right if I stayed where I'm at and just attack the one in to my top left?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm gonna step up. I said I'd step up. Once I get up there, I realize that he's completely immobilized. I'm gonna turn and stab Snakehead here in the.
Well, technically, this guy is snake arms, not snake head, but that's fine. You do hit with a 12. You miss with a 9.
I would like to use my Bardic Inspiration deck.
You may, and that will be a D8. You still miss.
Not good enough.
Ouch.
And I am going to smite him as well.
Ooh.
So 22 points of damage.
He's still hanging in there.
And then as he takes those 2 strikes at him, I'm going to whip the backside around and give him the old butts.
Give him the old butt spike. You hit true.
And another 4 points of damage.
He's hanging in there, but you see his snake arms start to go a bit limp, and him looking around quite panicky. Boone, you're up. Oh, wait, did you want your elk to act?
I do. The elk is going to try to strike at the one that's quite injured to the south of it.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Sorry, it took me a minute to find my elk.
You mean the biggest thing on the field? How can you not find it? 16 hits. So if you just click on the attack button, it should do the damage for it.
Yeah, it's not for some reason.
What if I click it? It works if I click it.
Perfect, 5 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm. He takes the 5.
All right. And he's going to move up to kind of crowd the one to the north and hopefully get Vanguard away.
Mm-hmm. Boone, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Hold Person, assuming they're humanoids
On
of some
who?
sort, on the one that is attacking. Sorry, the one to the north.
Mm-hmm. You find it seems to have no effect whatsoever.
I'm gonna give my some words of encouragement to Vanguard as well,
Alright.
with Bardic Inspiration.
Vanguard, you have Bardic Inspiration. Orvex is up, and he's going to pull out from his side a hand crossbow and do a quick attack at the guy between Olo and Corridon, going, "Not again! Not again!" And he quickly shoots, hits, and gets to do sneak attack.
Did you say sneak attack or snake attack?
Both. And kills the two snake-armed guy. And then he's
Nice.
going to back up over here and cower.
See,
Vanguard, you're
Musher, that's how you contribute to the team effort.
All right, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15. Actually, to here.
Are you taking the disengage action?
No, I'm just moving.
All right, you will get a bite attack on you. But misses.
And then yeah. All right. So then I'm going to cast Enlarge on Chicken.
Oh, chicken's bigger.
Giant chicken.
More like medium-sized chicken, but yeah. He now
And
looks...
so that's going to give him the target size doubles in all dimension, and its weight is multiplied by 8.
Big chicken.
One size category bigger. He gets with his weapons or his attacks, he's going to get an extra D4 of damage.
Sweet.
Added on. I think that's all he gets.
Anything else in your turn, Lucian?
No, that was action, movement, and no, I'm not gonna. Nope, that's all.
You make a giant chicken. There's nothing else you need or can do.
That's right, I'm done.
Alright, Mushrib's going to keep on trying. He's going to try and smash down this guy. But he misses on this attack, doing the same patented maneuver, trying to smash the skull. But this Yuan-Ti finally decided to dodge out of the way. And you see this snake-armed guy do 2 bite attacks on Mushrib, both hitting and knocking him unconscious as he falls down prone. At which point he hisses out, "We'll be back!" And he slithers around the corner, and you can no longer see him. At which point this guy is still completely stunned, and these two are... So this one's going to try to constrict you one last time, Lucian. Critically fails. I'm not even going to let him do an extra attack because of that.
Breaks his tail.
And this one here is going to take the disengage action and go and get to there as he's trying to leave. And that's their turn. Olo, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to run up to old Mushi. I will get to there, and I will use my reaction to hit the guy who's fleeing with my Halo of Spores.
Mm-hmm.
For a grand, overwhelming 1 point of damage.
Oh, yes.
And then I will cast Spare the Dying on Mushrib to stabilize him.
That dying person has been spared. Is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
Elian, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to take a shot at the one that's fleeing.
You'll have to move to do that. Yep.
Okay.
You hit. Nice. Still standing.
Alright, and then Chicken's going to take an attack on the one closest to him.
Go for it, chicken. Hit. Hit. And you get to roll 2d4 as well on top of all that. Oh, damn.
Chicken is mad.
Number one
Chicken's
chicken.
big. He is mad.
And he
So he
claws
does
him
a total
across
of-
the chest and then goes for the jugular as you see Chicken completely choke out this guy and blood just drain from him as he tries to let out some hissing retort, but it is completely choked off.
Chicken then also decides to chew up and consume the body part that he had bit into
The neck.
and
Yep.
slurps it down with a big swallow.
Oh, he
and
certainly
burps.
does.
You earned that, buddy.
And he's got a
Good.
bigger mouth now, so he's able to actually grab more. And then when he eventually reverts, he's going to have quite a full tummy. Corridon, you're up.
So, I have a question.
Question away.
My elk and I can go on the same turn. What are the chances of my elk and I getting together and me trying to hop on the back of him and ride this thing down?
Well, you would have to use half of your movement to mount him. So as long as you can get to him, which it seems like you can, you could hop on him, and then he could use his movement. So it seems likely.
All right. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, but it's like we kind of move together as we're both heading in the same direction.
Sure.
I'm going to vault on him like some John Wayne cowboy and head after old Snake. So that's Snake Tail.
Go for it.
And leap over Musharib's still form.
Yep.
And I'm over here.
Write him down.
So now that is going to be all right. Elk hits him.
Kills him. As he just completely stomps over his corpse and grinds him into the ground. At which point, when you get around the corner, you see this guy. Once I put him on the token layer. Ugh. There we go.
God, I wish. What? I didn't count my movement. Hang on.
He was here, so... So it would have been about 35 from where he was.
So I could actually carry through another 10. Or is that dude above me?
No, he's on the ground floor.
Yeah, he's getting it.
Get it?
So the elk just like ran through that thing and stomped it into dust, and now I'm gonna try to spear this guy in the back as he.
Running down archers on horseback is the most chivalric thing you could ever do.
I know,
You
dude.
miss with your first spear attack. You hit with your second. The butt spike also misses.
All right, I am gonna smite him.
Smite away. Good luck to you.
That is crummy. So
16.
16.
He yet lives. I believe that is everything of yours. Movement, action, and bonus action.
I've done everything I can.
Boone, you're up. You can still see the elk and barely see Corridon, but you cannot see what he is attacking.
I'm gonna get you.
If I do my full movement, can I see what he's attacking?
No, this area here, like you can't see through this wall here. So he's practically behind a building, which the corner of is right here.
All right. I will just make my full move up to move.
No worries.
or move up to Mushrib and prepare to just help him.
Mm-hmm. Orvex is going to look around and try to stay in the middle of you guys. Vanguard, you're up.
Yeah, I think I'll move up, and I don't know what I'll be able to see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's where I'll be. So that's my turn.
You're gonna do anything?
I'll take a dodge action.
No worries. And Musharib ends his turn because he's unconscious. No death saves because he is stabilized. This UNT is going to look at you, Corridon, and say the words, "Make a wisdom saving throw, for I'm suggesting you to go away from me." So he's pretty
Pull
much
dice out of your
telling you
pocket now and roll them.
You pass the save as he's telling you to GTFO. At which point you resist, and he's just gonna turn tail and run.
I'm gonna use my reaction
React
and
away.
my inspiration to hit.
Go for it. You didn't need it, but you hit him. He is not going anywhere thanks to your sentinel feat. But I believe that... Nope, he's still alive.
And I think my
Excellent.
elk will get a headbutt as well.
That is valid. Yeah, I'll allow that. But misses.
Nuts. Elky goodness, no.
Olo, you're up.
I'm gonna come around the corner to see what's got my friend so excited.
You can see
see
a
this
UNT
remaining,
barely holding
fella.
on to life.
I'm gonna run up and try to assist him in letting go of his earthly concerns by beating him to death with a hammer.
Sounds legit.
That is a 23 to hit.
23. How do you smother him into the ground?
Running up as he's kind of stunned by the sentinel, I'll drag the hammer through the water coalescing in the swampy ground, and the mist kind of swirls around it, and then kind of bursts right as I just slam it right into a snake tank.
Nice. And he dies. Blah.
Snake hate.
At
Cup
that
shots kill
point-
archers. This is the way.
At this point, although it's still your turn, but the only enemy you can see is this stunned guy, who will be stunned for another 8 turns.
I'm going to loudly suggest that we tie that guy up.
Hey,
So, is anybody going to do anything out of the ordinary other than trying to tie said charmed and hypnotized person up?
I'm going to drop a couple heals into Mushi.
No worries. What are you going to drop into him?
I will give him a cure wounds, and we'll go from there.
Alright, so I guess we're out of turn order here. So, who is wanting to try tying up the Yuan Ti?
I don't want to be a killjoy, but didn't we decide they could change their forms?
That is true.
Can they change their form if you cut off their arms and legs? And then heal them?
I say we find out by trying.
You would
Give
know
that
as
turtle
soon
a
as you-
stern look.
As soon as you do damage to it, you will break out of his stupor. And you have roughly, what's 6 times 8? 24, like 30 seconds? No. I did bad math then. 28 seconds until he comes to consciousness or something. I don't know.
If we all just hit him at the same time.
Can we bludgeon him? Knock him out?
Yeah, you can try and knock him out if you
Do rules like that exist in 5e? Yeah, we've never tried it.
If you with
Yeah,
a melee
you
attack,
can
you can
subdue.
try to not kill the target, and you say this is not going to be a killing blow. You can try to knock him out.
So if we all surround it and then club it into the ground.
It's a blanket party.
Yeah.
So for the sake of
17 hit points for
expedience-
Musher, by the way.
No worries. Oh, nice roll, by the way. For the sake of expediency, I will say that if you guys all do decide, I took 17 hit points instead of giving him 17 points. If you all do decide to surround him and at the same time thwack, and try to take him out, I will say that you guys knock him out and he is at 0 hit points but stabilized.
Alright, quick head count. Does Olo remember that there were 6 of them versus 5?
Correct. You do remember
Okay.
that one fled north through this high building, which is 15 feet high, and you lost all sight of him. And that was probably about 12 to 18 seconds ago, depending on how long it took you guys to do the combined strike.
We should get out of here before his friend gets back. Find someplace to hold up.
I'm gonna hop down off of here and take a look, see if these guys have anything on them that might give us any clues.
Yeah, I'm gonna search the one closest to me as well.
Yeah, no worries. Upon searching them,
Wallet with an address.
I'm sorry.
Wallet with an address, maybe.
Right.
The GPS tracker.
On one of the snake-tailed ones, you do find a longbow that's painted and carved like a serpent with tiny amber gemstones for eyes. And upon properly taking vision of this, Corridon realizes that this is probably what you saw glint in the light as you received those 3 initial arrows right in front of you at the beginning of the day. And you saw a glint of light in the distance. Yeah, it looks like a pretty nice looking longbow. Other than that, you don't find anything on them other than the weapons that they were carrying.
Pick up the longbow and bring it over to Chicken's
Chicken's what?
Chicken's friend.
Chicken's
Handler.
familiar. Yes, I miss familiar.
Yeah, Chicken's familiar.
Oh, that's funny.
Don't know if you can use it, but I found this fancy ass bow.
Yeah, I'll start taking a look at it and see how well it matches up to what I have today.
Mm-hmm. So are you guys taking like a short rest or something? What's going on?
We should get out of here.
Yeah, I'd like to tie that guy up in both my fishing net and the manticles that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd like to get out of where we're known to be.
Okay, where would you like to go? Have you guys all transferred over to the map of the
Yeah.
moment?
We've only got 5 buildings we've really checked out to the south, so I guess I'd just suggest more. That one was relatively well constructed still, or standing, right?
Yep, the second building you guys investigated. No worries. So, how long will it take you guys to get there? So it takes another 15 minutes to get there. At this point, it's only 9:45 in the morning. And you guys are, I guess, whoop, wrong button. So you guys are generally resting there. Is that the idea?
Short rest?
I didn't mean to bring the wild dog. You guys could have brought the wild dog if you wanted to. Like, you know, meat is meat.
Food that can follow you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright,
short rest just
so,
an hour,
yeah,
right?
If you guys want to take a short rest, that will be an hour.
Yeah, let's take that, and then I know that both Elliot and I need to call it in for the day.
No worries. Alright, and you are able to complete your short rest, so we'll call it there at 10:45 a.m. Nothing happens to you over your short rest, and you are able to spend hit dice if need be. And Elion, if you are looking at that longbow, you find out that it is just a longbow. There is nothing special about it in regards to it being magical or anything. But you discern that it's probably worth quite a lot of money if you were trying to sell it. But
Nice.
it also just looks completely pimpin'.
Well, we'll definitely make sure it gets back safely.
Alright, at that point, I think we might call it a day there as we're reaching our time. And thankfully, I did not lose internet for the tail end of this because my internet service provider conveniently let me know that, oh, some point today you might lose internet connection. But that did not happen, so that is rather lovely. Sorry about the communication errors at the beginning. I have sorted them out, and if they ever happen again, I'll be able to sort them out instantaneously, so hopefully that won't happen again. Yeah, is there anything anybody wants to say before we end the episode?
I see what you did there by saying the tail end of that.
Thank you. So everyone all good?
All good.
I'm going to go ahead and stay on watch as I didn't take any hits during the fight.
That was pretty fun.
temporaries. And
I
I'll
can
kinda
do
keep
that
an eye
too.
on what's going on.
Great. Alright, so you guys are on watch, and we will pick this up next week, and hopefully we'll be a bit more streamlined, more comfortable with what's going on, and I won't have technical issues wasting the first half hour. So, thank you guys for coming along. Thank you for watching Tomb of Annihilation. You can catch this on YouTube or Twitch, and you can also catch me on Twitter and Instagram at DanimalDM. And thank you all for joining us. I hope we get to see Lucian next week. Will you be in a hotel next week,
Yeah.
Lucian?
No, I'll be at home finally.
Lovely. All right. Thanks again for everybody playing. I hope you had a good time. Hope we didn't waste too much time at the beginning, and we'll see you all next week. Thanks, guys.
All right.
See ya, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Night.